And then I have to let everyone know we're live. GM, Farcaster, and Base Camp campers and all the stuff. We are live. Let me just send out some notifications letting everybody know we are live right now. I'm going to do some retweeting. Very excited to chat with everybody about their base camp experience. It was pretty amazing. And hold on one sec. I'm just like trying to make sure that we let people know that we are live now. So if you are on Twitter and you see GM Farcaster is live, please retweet. And very excited. So I'm going to start here. I already told CJ, I'm starting with you. Because my first question to everybody is, what was your favorite memory at base camp? CJ, would you like to take it and tell everyone what happened?
Well, my favorite memory was getting engaged, but I really thought that I was okay. So, Prof, do you know any of it? Do you
I
know
know nothing. Okay, so for everyone else who's watching this back or live right now with us, I had to leave a little early. So I had to bail around 1:30 on Tuesday. And I was like, I'm going to miss a couple things, but, I got to go. My mom's 80th birthday, blah, blah, blah. And then I see all these posts that night, and I'm like, oh, my God, I would have changed my flight. So, CJ, what happened? Tell us the story, please.
Well, I was just having a beautiful day. Around 4 o'clock, I texted Erica. We went to the pool. Erica and I were having a great time at the pool. We were in the hot tub with Kat. Moon Poppy was down there. We were all just hanging out. And I told Adam I'd be back at 5. And then
I'm just mad about that even, that I missed that.
So at 5:30, I call Adam and I'm like, hey, I know I was supposed to come back at 5. I'm having so much fun. I'm going to stay till 5:30. Okay. Gosh. I stayed at the pool.
So wait, can we pause for a moment? And your thoughts were, yeah, Adam, and your thoughts when she said, I'm just going to stay here and be late? Were you freaking out?
There were so many people involved in the production that was about to happen that there was no option to be late. I mean, we had Jesse in on it, the whole base filming crew. There was no late. I needed her back.
I was thinking, I'm like, you must have been freaking out.
It was stressful, yeah.
So I'm just feeling kind of guilty. At 6 o'clock, I finally get out of the hot tub. And I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going to go get dressed. And I get back and Adam's like, there's a meet and greet with Jesse. It ends at 6:45. We have to be down there if you want to meet Jesse. If you want to give him the tomato you brought him from our garden. You have to go. We got to go now. Get ready quick. So I get ready quick. I'm like, okay, do I look cute? Should I wear this necklace? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, fine. Let's go.
You look amazing. Let's go.
So I get out of the hot tub. I go back. I get ready really quick. I get my little tomato that I'm going to give to Jesse. And I'm in line. Ted is fluttering around. And I'm just so happy to see Ted. She just keeps flitting in and out of line. She takes our drinks from us. She throws them in the garbage. She goes to me, do you want to wear your Labubu in your photo with Jesse? And I go, yeah, of course. Not knowing. Okay. So I go up there. I give Jesse the tomato. I'm taking a photo with Jesse. And then Adam just pulls me under this arch, off to the side. And he's like, hey, Siege, I just want to let you know there was no meet and greet with Jesse. This, and I'm going to propose to you now.
By the way, there's you and Jesse and the tomato. Just absolutely hilarious. I love that there's actually a tomato picture. Is so funny.
It happens.
It happened. There was actually a tomato.
That's all I thought I was walking into. Like, that was my whole mission, to give Jesse a tomato. And Jesse was so kind. He's like, oh, Siege, like, so nice to meet you, Adam, like, Base Fellas. I love Base Fellas. And then he like stepped away, and I was like, what's going on? Like, does he have to go with security? Like, are they cutting us off? Are we late?
It's like he's afraid you're gonna throw the tomato.
Yeah. So anyway, then he did a speech. I blacked out. I don't remember what he said. Got down on one knee. He proposed, and then everybody was there, and it was really, really cool. And I was extremely shocked. So exciting.
It's amazing. This picture is just everything. It's absolutely everything. I love it. So I'm feeling, and you're gonna totally get this reference, CJ, I think. I feel like Brittany when Kristen got engaged, that I missed the whole thing. I'm like, I cannot believe I missed this. I can't believe I missed this. I
don't believe you missed it either, honestly. But
so,
like,
I got to ask Adam, like the planning, who was involved with the plan? Like, was Jesse in on this? Like, did he know what was happening?
I only had to work with Ryan as my liaison for everything.
Okay.
And he worked it out with everyone else that was involved in it. He did all the legwork. I just had to be like, yes,
here's what I want to do.
These people will be helpful. Like, it was fantastic. They really wanted to make it special, and they put the work in, and it was better than I could have hoped.
Incredible. Yeah. Absolutely
we talked
incredible.
to Jesse later, and he's like, all I knew was that there was going to be a woman and a tomato, and that was my signal.
Tomato was the signal. That's so funny. Oh my god!
It was that was so funny. I ran into Siege, and she was showing us her Zora page, and it's quite literally all pictures of tomatoes.
It's the best tomato page in the world. Yeah, it's got to get in there and start tapping, double tap, get all those tomatoes.
Were now, you know, the tomato trending on Farcaster makes so much more sense. It's all you. It's so funny. Absolutely amazing. And I don't think anyone can beat that memory, but I'm going to ask the rest of you, what was your favorite memory? Like, that's my favorite memory of base camp, and I wasn't even there for it. Like, I wasn't even there anymore. So what were your, let me just go around, like, Moon, I'm going to go to Moon Poppy. I'll just circle around. What was your favorite memory?
I guess I have two. One's good and one's kind of bad. The bad one.
I know what the bad one is.
Being stuck at the top of the mountain and hiking down 2 miles at a very steep incline. I am so sore at this moment. Every part of my body hurts. And the funny part about that is, if I'm not mistaken, Adam was supposed to propose to Siege at the top of this mountain.
Oh, seriously? Was that the original plan?
That was the plan. Not only that, but immediately after the proposal, we had to go rescue Goya Bean. He had just gotten back off the mountain. We took valet, and we had to go rescue Goya Bean off the mountain at like, we got engaged at 7:05. At 7:30, we're rescuing Goya Bean.
Yeah, the mountain messed up. The mountain messed up a couple of people. Kat was up there. Yeah.
I have Kat. Yeah, I have Kat. I have some of your pictures from up there as well, ready to go. Like, this is the pretty picture, but then, like, yeah, there's a then it ended up. Did you guys took like a ATV or something back, didn't you, Kat? Something
back by an ATV. There was a very nice elderly couple that was behind me and saw how much I was struggling, and they said, "Sweetheart, you might want to wait for this ATV because you're not even halfway down, and you look like you're gonna die." And I said, "I will listen to my elders. You are right." So we flagged down an ATV. They picked me up, told me to put a helmet on, and the rest was history. But that was also good and bad, right? Like, we had a bonding moment, all of us up there, Moon Poppy, Toady, Apex, Undefined. Like, we were all up there struggling together. First, we had a drink or two. and then decided it's a good idea to walk down, which was not a very good idea. But
not a good idea.
We had a time, queue, dish, flood. Like it was fun. And then it was like, oh wait, now we're really stuck. We're in trouble. So then it was not so fun. But yeah, the ATV has been cool. And I'm going to also say, I'm going to follow that up with my actual favorite time was karaoke the second night, because we sung our hearts out. Moon Poppy killed it. Towards the end of the night, Statuette had us all jump up to do Mr. Brightside together, and it was like this mosh pit moment in there.
That was awesome.
Yeah, crashing into each other, and it was. She even got Savage to get up there and sing and dance. And
wow,
super shy, mostly in person. So that was pretty cool.
I had one of my favorite moments was a karaoke moment, but it was this one the night before, and I'm not going to play the music, but Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know if any of you others were there for that one. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. I don't know Greg, but I want to now because that was crazy. So 0x Chris, Greg, and Samuel Huber kind of at the forefront.
FWB.
Yeah, but then it was everyone in the whole room singing, and it was like such a crazy moment that I don't think I'll ever forget that. That was amazing. So I was really bummed that I didn't stay for many reasons, but mostly just CJ's engagement. But I'm like, I also missed Moon Poppy doing Material Girl, and I was upset about
that. Was pretty sick too. I caught that from outside.
Honestly, I think for a minute, everyone thought it was legitimately Madonna up there. I don't think anyone knew that.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No one's seen us in the same room.
That's true. I have never seen you in the same room as Madonna. You weren't at the Wow Madonna in New York for NFT NYC, were you? No, maybe you were, or maybe you were. Amazing. And so let me ask Humpty and then Derek and Rachel, what were your favorite memories from base camp? So Humpty, how about you?
Yeah, actually, I had a lot more fun than I thought I was going to at the witchcraft event.
Ooh, tell everyone what that was. Just tell everyone about that.
So it was hosted, well, I think organized by Statuette, and then the actual witchcraft event was hosted by Caro Darid and Lynn Mosqueda, which was enlightening. I've actually never been through a whole witchery ritual. So there was a cleansing. There were there was an expelling of our bad juju into the fire pit. There were tarot card readings. I got a crystal out of it. I've never owned a crystal in my life before. I'm not quite sure what to do with it, but I'm hanging on to it.
That's what you do with it.
That's what you do with the crystals.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I
Wash
don't know,
them occasionally. Yeah.
Do I? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I wasn't supposed to wash it. Just like that whole thing is supposed to be just absorbing.
Like your energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon charge it.
You're supposed to charge it.
Charge them.
There was a lot of moon talk, and not the crypto kind.
Maybe it was.
So it was great. This was the first of its kind for me, and it felt great. It definitely didn't feel like your crypto, I don't know, unconference even. It had, social vibes, and it was weird in the best ways. So yeah, that was my favorite moment. And, I saw a lot of my favorite people there as well. Jackie was there, 0x Chris was there, Peachy was there, like a lot of friends were there. And sorry if I'm missing your name, but yeah, it was really cool. So that definitely was my favorite moment. One of not my favorite moments, I suppose, since we're also sharing that, is I got swept in the first round of pickleball. I came with my own paddle. I thought this guy's gonna do well, but no, I did not.
On the upside, I will just say, so did Naomi, Afro Chicks, who's a professional athlete. An actual pro athlete. So she's like, next year, triple jump.
She did say that. I will say though that story about the people staying or getting stranded at the top of the mountain because of the faulty gondola ride did affect my bracky results. One of the teams that I had bet on and put most of my money on were stuck at the top of the mountain. So I'm guessing by the time they came down, their legs were spent, and I ended up losing. So, thanks,
oh, that's
gondola.
funny. That's really funny. Impact on your bracky choices and shares. That's hilarious. Derek, let me go to you. What was your favorite moment or favorite
Probably
memories?
giving the newly engaged people their first wedding gift. I don't know if it technically counts as like a first wedding gift, but
what was it?
We had fun with the noun bottles, like trying out base pay throughout the fest over the few days. And Siege wanted to buy a bottle earlier in the first day. I didn't have the bottle on me, but then like after they got engaged, I had bottles of some of the red and the orange wine.
Oh, this is the wine. This is the
with
wine.
the wine and the
okay,
coffee.
cool.
Now it's all about the bottles. We got espresso and wine. And yeah, so it was just really special to give them a gift when they were just, flown into the grass with just kind of high on the cloud nine fiance Beyonce energy, so it was really special to give them one of their first gifts.
That's amazing.
That was really fun.
Rachel, let me go to you. You were conquering fears. You had a little fear conquering moment.
First of all, what a vibe. It's so good to see everyone rocking, or a few people rocking the base
I got
camp.
the hats too, all of you.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, rocking the hats.
So many highlights. I would say one of my favorite things about the event was the fact that it wasn't over-programmed, like a lot of these crypto conferences tend to be, where you feel like you need to be in all the places all at once. It was nice to just feel like you could just hang out and like get to know people or deepen relationships that we've already made. So that was wonderful. The s'mores was a big highlight, of course. But the biggie,
the fires were great. Like the fire pits were so good. Fire pits were fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But I will say probably seeing the gondolas and being like hard no, because I have a really bad fear of flying, fear of heights. And then Prof being like, you're going on them. And we had a wonderful time. So I did go up the mountain. Can't get that fear. Was not reassuring though to find out that the people right after us got stuck up there. So not
supposed to.
You used up all the good juju.
Wouldn't want to go on a gondola again.
If that happened beforehand, she never would have gone. Like
not in a million years.
Never in a million years.
And if that would have happened while she was up there, she would have never forgiven you. Now
no, but
never.
The waffle with Nutella at the top was so worth it, but no.
Yeah, we had some waffles at the top. It was fantastic. Yeah, we had a great time. By the way, how cool are our shoes?
Please go watch Prof's recap video with the volume on, because my wife was in stitches watching it last night, because you will hear all of my sound effects, including Christ on a bike, motherfucker. There's a few comments.
It's so funny. And honestly, that was the tamest one. So that was the only one that I actually put on social media.
Jen was like, Prof is so sweet, because you're like, you're fine. You went into like mom mode. It was so sweet.
Total mom mode. I was just, it's fine. It's gonna be okay. And I did that all the way up.
It's like, it's not fun.
But holy crap, if we had gotten stuck up there, that would have been the end of her. And honestly, I wouldn't have been, I'm like, I'm going up. I would have been waiting for the ATV. Like, hi, I'm old. What are my options?
So I would say anecdote. Sorry, an interesting anecdote that Peachy shared is that she met her neighbors, who apparently own one of these like huge condominiums right next to hers. Like it's like 3 floors plus a helipad. According to her, they literally could have gone and picked you up in a helicopter if she had known. So,
oh my God.
You should
Wow.
let Peachy know, or know that she knew that. But it was funny. She's like, "Oh, they let me into their house, and they had Jackson
Wow.
Pollocks everywhere."
Oh,
So apparently, filthy rich.
Oh my
Well,
God! Of
I would-
course, Peachy would find somebody like that. You know, of all the people, she would be the one who meets the people living next door who have a helicopter.
Can I
She
say
was going
one
to
more
try
thing?
and pop in, but she's in. I think she's in Yellowstone or something, so she wasn't sure if she was going to have signal.
Okay, two
Sorry.
other things before
Say
you
that
move
again,
on.
Rachel. Yeah,
Two
go
other
ahead.
things. One, I'm very jealous that everyone had banker swag and I couldn't find you, Kat. So that's number one. That was like the true alpha. Everyone had banker swag, and I was like, come on. And the second thing was, I don't know if anybody's mentioned it, but the magic trick. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yes, the mentalist guy.
Yes.
On the second day at the AMA. That guy was phenomenal. And I talked to him a little bit like before that. I think it was the night before or something. And he was doing some card tricks like on the lawn with people and things like that. But that totally there you go.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's in Mentalist is
That's crazy.
CJ,
insane.
what did he
Yeah.
do a trick with you? Like something with you? That's
He
crazy.
came up and he was like, right after we got engaged, he came up and he had cards and he was like, I'm going to do a magic trick, pick a card. And I picked a card and it was just this one. And then he showed me all the blank ones. Every other card was blank. It was crazy. So I don't know. I'll believe
know.
it.
He needs to be a
Wow.
part of like most
That's
fests
wild.
in the year. Like I saw him do like 6 or 7 different tricks on people, and they're
Hold
like
on.
amazing.
They're not-
Sorry.
They're
Yeah.
not tricks. They're not tricks.
Oh,
They're
magic, sorry.
illusions.
Oh,
Illusions.
They're
okay, illusion. Sorry. Yeah. Wrong word.
The
Sorry.
world of illusion.
Illusion. Thank
He
you.
did say magic trick to me though.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he said, "Can I?"
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
But that thing he did with Jesse, and he did this
Insane.
trick, and you've seen some
Reveal.
clips of it, reveal, with like this newspaper, and it was like pieces of paper, and then all of a sudden it becomes this big giant newspaper, and then all of a sudden Jesse's under the newspaper, and like the guy's gone. I'm like, what? What happened? And I really like. Usually I pick up on things, and I'm harder to trick, but I was totally not seeing. I didn't see that coming at all. I was like,
We,
oh,
we all look like
Jesse.
the Leo DiCaprio meme where he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Exactly. Totally. I want to go back for 1 second to merch. So we've been showing off our hats, we've got shirts, all the stuff, but also minted merch, Cat and Savage coming through with, I got a nice, very cool cap. There was some limited edition stuff that they brought with them, but I got to show you this. This was one of my favorites that I absolutely loved. You only had a few, but this was the Clanker bag, which was so cool. And I don't know if I can show it, but it says eat, sleep, clank, repeat.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And this was from Peachy. She had little peaches, and I had so much stuff. Oh, you're like the mouse pads that you had, like the mint. Oh my God, it was so much cool stuff. So Minted Merch brought it. You guys did amazing. Like
Rachel, I'm so sorry that we missed you, but I'll make sure you get some banker gear. I'll get in your DMs and make sure that you have. I feel like, look, Humpty's got his hat on. That's only one of 4 hats, Humpty. So
Whoa.
this stuff because it was so look, Moon Poppy. Okay, I had to pull out the archives. Moon Poppy got a discontinued, not available OG hem hat from the first base camp. The very first.
wow.
So we can, I think
I'm going to make a switch.
The first base camp, and we had 4 left. So Moon's Poppy he has one of those 4.
I'll switch to this.
Your merch was the talk of the conference or whatever you want to call it, base camp. Anytime people saw any of this merch, they were just stopping me. I was like, what is this? I was like, Minted Merch, go check them out. And whenever I could see you, I'd point at you and direct people at you. So hopefully you got a lot of people coming through because your merch hit hard. So good.
I appreciate
so good.
It helped that Statuette was rocking a banker bag the whole time, because that's one of my pride and joys. That thing was fun to create and design, but also just fun to make. So we had, I think we took 4 or 5 of those out there. So we didn't even, everything we took was kind of exclusive. Because everything we make is made to order, things like embroidery take a long time to do, which means if we only had 2 weeks to actually prep, there was only so much stuff we could get done in time. I would hope next time we have a little more time so I could bring even more merch out
That'd be
there.
amazing.
But we wanted
This is
to
a
make
patch, by the way, and it's so cool. It's so cool. I think you should like sell the patches. I think some people would love these.
This is the sample mess up ones because I test everything first and the back's kind of peeling off a little bit. But once I perfected it, I was able to bring 7 of them out. So I did a combination of 5 hats, I believe, of the base camp that says Base Camp Vermont. And then I have 7 of the base camp patches. And last year at base camp, the design was a little different on the patch. It was a square patch. But it didn't say the state because we didn't know if it was going to be a one-off event or if we were going to keep doing it. So this year I made sure to stick Vermont. We do have the base camp hat up on the mini app.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you can go on there, get 15% off as a welcome discount. Just add the mini app and you can buy the hat straight from there because we realized the first year that even with the ham hats, there were so many people that wanted to buy them in person, but also didn't want to fly on a plane with it. So this year we're going to be smart and add it to the mini app. You can buy from the comfort of your home once you're settled and you don't have to worry about checking it in a bag or any of that stuff. So that's
amazing.
Yeah.
Go check them out. They're really cute. You got to get one. They're super cute.
That was one of those like super limited things that we just wanted to test and kind of get the vibes for it at base camp. And we got one to Moon Poppy. Dish loved it. We got one over to Jesse. So he's got it. Statuette has one.
We need it as a shirt also.
I did mention,
I will buy it if you get a shirt. Yeah, if you make a shirt.
Mentioned that to Dish and he said, all right, let's run it because you were one of the many there at base camp that said that like, oh, we need that on a shirt. And I was like, okay, we can make that happen. So we're going to be in talks about just going ahead. Yeah, getting that up there. I gotta
say, merch is leveling up so hard. Like I remember when it was a bit cringe to like get some merch from conferences, you just kind of like nodded and kept walking by. Nowadays, like especially stuff like this, like Prof was saying, the quality, the embroidery, I mean, the camera won't do it any justice, but it is really good stuff. And then I still owe you 40 USDC that I gotta send you, Kat, because I'm finally home where I have my wallet.
Yeah,
but the banker side bag, oh my God, like people, they loved it. And I promise you that is going to be my go-to bag for everything. My phone, my camera, everything fits in there. So
I love it. Stuff. So that first base camp, we didn't have bags and we were getting swag, right? Like Uniswap had a cafe there. We're making friendship bracelets. We had nothing. And we were in Idlewild in the forest. We had nothing to like bring our stuff back. So this year I was like, we're doing bags. Like we need bags. I was talking with Dish for a minute. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this bag, maybe just like a limited clinker, ex-minted merch collab. He's like, that's smart. And I said, last year we had no bags. We couldn't carry our stuff. This year, Basecamp gave us their own bags, but I liked ours too. Little swaggy bags. So
I'm going to say I liked this bag. This bag was cute. Whoops. Let me there you go. It was cute, but this was too short.
Yeah.
So it kept falling off my shoulder. So the handles were, and this one just fit. This was just better. It was just a better hangout bag. It just was easier to bring around with you. So, but anyway, yeah. So we like merch. We like the merch.
You guys, I'll appreciate any post pictures that you guys can put up there, just because I didn't take any pictures. I was so in the moment. I didn't have my phone on me. I don't have pictures with most of you guys, except obviously me, because we had so many traumatic experiences together.
Trauma bonded.
But I didn't get enough. I think I got a short clip of a video I was trying to post of Moon Poppy waving me on while I was in the ATV. He's like, have fun, hate ya, because you're in an ATV.
I did post I post like a little merch, like, I don't know, like a whole like layout of all my merch. So if you look at my profile, you'll see that there. So
check that out.
Yeah.
Until midnight last night. So we got in late last night, midnight. We were in bed by 1 a.m. and then had to wake up at 8. And we're like, oh, we're back to regular life now. So we had to go pick up the dogs. And I was rushing. And so I was just like, why are we rushing? I said, we've got Jim Farcaster and you guys are 3 hours ahead still. So we're behind.
That's right.
I said, I got to get back home and, put eyebrows on and all the stuff. So
I went to base camp and lost my eyebrows.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you all this. I got like two more questions to ask, and anyone can jump in on this. In terms of like the programming, if you think about like the workshops, not like the keynote and the AMA, but the workshops, was there any that jumped out at you that you really thought were interesting? And whoever wants to jump in, I see CJ nodding her head, so I'm going to go to her first. What was what one jumped out at you?
I went to the Boys Club workshop.
Oh, cool.
And Kate and Delaney, they're twins, and they did the workshop together. And the way they can just finish each other's sentences, and like they taught me, I mean, I like content, obviously, like I like to make content. So I learned a few things from them, but it wasn't like dry. It didn't feel like they were talking down to you. Like it just felt like good, exciting, fun information. So I just love the way they did that presentation, and they left plenty of time for questions. So I thought that was really helpful too.
Awesome.
You mean the twins finished each other's sentences?
Yeah, the twins. It was so cool. The way they planned their presentation, like one would stop talking and then the other one would finish the sentence. Like they did it on purpose. It was really cool.
That was not a presentation. That's literally I feel like how they talk. But
yeah,
I'm also giving a nod to both of them. They were everywhere covering, but they also bring it with the fire fits. I gotta, give props where props are due. Like every outfit they had on not only complimented one another, which, oh my God, twinsy power, right? But also was so fire. So I love that. And again, this is to me why I think we're in a transitional moment for crypto, because it's becoming more of a cultural affair than strictly talking about the tech. People like this, I think, are changing the landscape of the space that some of us have been working in for a long time. So I love it.
I forgot Kate had a twin until I all of a sudden went, wait. I thought I was seeing double, and I was like, didn't I just see
12 of them?
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's a whole different person. Hold on.
I have a theory that there's actually 12 of them.
It's 12 of
Dina
them.
is just cloning them somewhere in Brooklyn.
In the lab.
Yeah, there's a lab. There's a boys club lab just churning out Cavell twins. Humpty, I saw you nod your head too. What were there any other workshops that jumped out at you, or were you thinking of that same one?
No, I mean, so interestingly enough, I didn't go to that one because I figured that was going to be too on the nose for me. There were a few other ones though that had to do with creators that were a little bit more about the tech, which, I just finished saying that it's cool that it's changing into more of a cultural thing. But, some of us still enjoy the tech talks, but really not in such a deep, like complex way, right? So there were some on AI agents and how creators can leverage them, for distribution, but also for community engagement. I thought that was really cool. One of the examples, of course, being Rocky, which was the agent that was built for Basecamp. And like immediately in that same breath, the developer, who I forget his name, so apologies unless somebody can remember his name. Mateo, thank you so much. He basically, after that, said, by the way, Rocky is coming to every conference near you. So it's ready for token, I believe. It's going to Dev Connect, probably going to be at East Denver. And then he added, if you're hosting an event, have a Rocky built for you. So on-chain creators house coming soon to Dev Connect in Argentina. I'd like to have a Rocky, please. That's such a great way to connect your community.
It was great. Just so, for those who weren't there, what we're talking about is an agent that was updating you on the schedule. It was telling you, hey, the last shuttle is coming, all those kind of things. And it was super useful. It was a very useful tool. And you could also see who was sending it. It was very cool. And it was jumping into group chats as well. So I thought it was a really good use of an agent there. So really appreciated it and helped keep us like on track for sure.
And shout out Mateo, he also brought it with the fire fits. I don't know if you saw his outfits because like, damn, he's like, I made Rocky. I was like, what did you do? I can't stop looking at
you. Also, more Mateo praise. So I ended up being in his like rock group, right?
Rudy.
Rock groups. And so I said hi to him. I met him at on-chain San Francisco, and he goes, "Oh, hey, by the way, I launched a Clanker token for Rocky," and I was like, "Okay, all right, cool. I can talk about that. I love that. That's great. That's a
That's
great
amazing.
story
Oh, I
for
totally
me."
missed that. When did he do
I
that?
missed it.
This was this was like Tuesday, like midday or something like that, and so then I think Tuesday or Wednesday evening, like walks by me. He's got like a dumb smile on his face. He's like, "Hey, I made like 4 ETH in fees on Rocky," and I'm like,
That was the one.
"Oh,
I
yeah."
saw you post about that, but I didn't quite connect all the dots. That's funny. I love it. I
Insane.
love to see it. By the way, you're getting a lot of love, Kat, in the chat. Sigwider wants the banker hoodie. You guys are killing me with this swag. We've got a little let's go ham fam. Also high minted merch, and Cat Cartel is an effing legend. So there you go.
Aw.
Yeah, lots
Well
of love
deserved.
happening there. So love that.
I'm working on 2 monitors here, and I totally forgot that we have a little chat there.
A little chat. Yeah, we got a little chat going.
I feel like a real techie person because I'm so used to my whole life one monitor, and now that we're doing all of this stuff,
You're getting fancy. You're getting fancy in there with the double monitor
with them. So I'm like, which way am I looking?
Any other programming notes, like any other workshops that you guys thought were super interesting?
Can I shout out Chanel for the art workshop?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She brought it. It was super chill. We were doing ink work, so that was very cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
She did a great job.
That was beautiful
Amazing.
to have all the supplies to play with, to not be technical, keeping it creative, but you can also interject some good relationships, kind of building a little camaraderie, building a little collaboration. Yeah, I would say the art, and then the balance of art, but also the high level of what Kabir and the legal counsel
Yeah,
for
I was going to mention that. Yeah.
Coinbase offered. I'm blanking on his name, but just to have that initial discussion
Benjamin.
of of governance, tokens, kind of formation, looking at the technical process forward and getting some of the idea and mind share of everyone's experiences is going to be really fun to hear as well. Being a little bit of a governance nerd, having participated, FWB from the beginning and in the nouns and builder DAO ecosystem.
Derek and I were sitting next to each other being governance nerds. Yeah.
It's important that the humans need to get together and represent each other and be trusted decision makers over time. And so it was an honor to look around the room and see our nounish energy there, but have really impactful knowledge for people who are looking at it. I mean, Prof, you're a legend. You've been at the forefront of some Dunas and Unas, and that's so important for how this huge org looks at a base token. Our voices are so important in the decision making process, and as they govern how these funds and tokens are distributed, it's important for all our voices to be there. So it was an honor to be there with you and that crew as well.
Yeah, that was really cool. So for those who kind of missed that particular session, there was a session about governance for the base network token, with that in mind. And sort of, it was more like a gathering thoughts from those who showed up to that workshop. So on every table, there were Post-it notes, and you could write down the things you think are most important. Mine was obviously DAO capture, avoiding
the gathering for the
DAO capture,
basically.
please. And it was but it was interesting to kind of hear how they're thinking about it. And so I can shift to my last question for you all. That was a nice little segue about this base token. So on the first day, towards the end of the keynote, obviously a lot of people already saw this and know this happened. There was an announcement of we're exploring a base network token. Exploring being the key word here. So no, definitely it's coming, but of course, that's the speculation. And then my first thought, literally my first thought was, what would the token do? What would the token do? And if you're not familiar, if you don't watch GM Farcaster on the regular, we actually have this built into the soundboard.
What would the token do? What would the token do?
That literally.
What would the token do? What would the token do? What would the token do?
So that was Dan. Every single time we ask him about a Farcaster token, that's what he says. What would the token do? So to me, like talking about governance was part of that. This is what the token might do. But what were your initial thoughts? You hear this news. What was your thinking? What are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you concerned?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I think this, to me, is just a natural part of every crypto product's life cycle and stuff like that. And the other side of it too is kind of like Jesse has been talking about this, like, hey, yeah, coin that shit, coin everything, tokenize everything, right? So this is kind of how you, on the other side of it, like put your money where your mouth is, right? Everyone's kind of expecting this thing. And then on the other side, I think this is how they really juice up the numbers, right? Like it got me to start posting from the base app. I'm showing up for my airdrop now, right? So and let's say I'm not unique. So now everybody is going to be starting to use, like everyone knows what that means, right? Like they're going to try to farm the shit out of the base app. And you could argue that might not be great, but who cares? The outcome is you're going to get more users and they can talk about that. And that's a good story. So like, I think that right there, just the potential is a great carrot on the stick.
It's an attention. It's a way to grab attention. It's a marketing
exactly.
as well as everything else. It's really funny. The funniest thing was people posting on Farcaster, not even base app, but on Farcaster, and posting things like $base. I'm posting this just in case. It's like, you're what? what in the world makes you think that's gonna work? But anyway,
Yeah.
So there's some of that. And CJ, I know you guys may need to jump. No worries. So I don't know if you have anything you want to add here, or because I know you have to head out to dinner.
Yeah. No, I have to jump. Thank you so much, Prof. Everyone, it was so nice to see you this week. I agree with Poppy. I think the base network token is exciting. And I posted my engagement on the base app, and I'm a Farcaster junkie, so that was a big deal.
That's a big deal. I gotta go.
You're lucky that they uploaded.
Editing the photo, and I was like, I guess it has to go on the base app, even though I'd probably be at the top of the leaderboard if it was on Farcaster. But
it's true. True.
That's
a good point.
That airdrop.
But I mean, and thank you so much, Adam, for giving us this moment at Basecamp, because that's just insane. It's so good. Like, so thank you both, but especially him for planning that, because that's just such
I didn't really do anything. I just showed up.
You just showed up. Just being you. You're just
you said yes. If had you said no, it would have been a whole different story.
Would have been a whole different thing.
Would have been a whole somebody at Basecamp.
Rugged. Engagement rugged.
All right. Bye, guys. We're going to jump. Thank you so much.
Bye, Siege. Anyone else want to sort of touch on the network token as we kind of close this out, and any thoughts you've had about that?
I don't have a whole lot to add other than he did that at like 10 a.m. Vermont time, which is 7 a.m. California time. I was dead. How do you expect me to actually have thoughts at 7? I don't even know where I am at that point. At 7 in the morning. Like, okay, this is huge, but like I need time to think about it because it's my brain's not working yet.
And you know what? I needed time to think about it in my brain. I was on Eastern time, and I still had this like, I need to process this. I think I actually said that to Rachel as we were walking out. I'm like, I think I need a minute to process this.
Yeah.
Like, what just happened? Other thoughts?
Is it going to be like, what is the token going to do? First thoughts, like some of my first thoughts were like, is it going to be just like, because he brought Jacob on stage after it, then I was like, is this just going to be a Zora creator token launch for the base coin? Is it going to be a clanker? Like, what is the mechanism for like how? Like, it would have been really funny if it was just like, yeah, we're going to consider it, and then just they finally like turn on the Zora creator coin, and that's the
That
way
would have
they
been
do
funny.
it. I have no
Yeah.
idea. I don't know, but I'm so interested
I
how
assume
they
this is
will
going to
do
be
it.
a custom designed thing.
Yeah.
I would assume.
For the
Yeah.
clank, it should be a
They
clank,
have
though.
this. They have the
They have the
skills. but-
ability, the
I mean, I
technical
would love
ability
to
to
see
do.
them clank it,
Clank,
but
clank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't expect that to happen. I
that
just
would be
don't.
I'm
like
gonna
Brian
hold my
Armstrong
breath.
just clanks. Like, can you, you
Yeah.
know, make the base token for our public company from his base app, and that's the
That
start.
would be.
I'm into this fan fiction. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
You
no, like now
appreciate the
there's.
fan fiction.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's a dream for sure. But I think I wouldn't hold my breath on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought
I
it
think
was
it'll be
fun
a
when
custom thing. I'm sure.
when he
Go
was
ahead, Rick.
talking about the prediction market, how he like sunk those odds on whether it would be deployed in 25 or 26.
Yeah. It won't be
That's-
25. Not enough
yeah,
time. That was really
that
funny.
is-
The next day, he's like, how are we going to do that in 2 months before Christmas?
yeah. Before Christmas,
I mean, my thing is like
as a
I
new
think
dad, I like that.
Yeah.
I do think though that if there was some way to expedite this, if this got done by Christmas, I think that alleviates maybe some of my fears that I have for like just other really extremely successful products that might
I know.
eclipse everything that we're doing at this moment. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they expedite that, but yeah, if they could do it by then.
There's a couple other issues at hand. I know from the legal, like you
No,
can
for sure.
kind of tell what he'd really like. The guy from legal at Coinbase. I said, are you kind of waiting for the Clarity Act to see if it gets passed? And he said, I mean, ideally, I think that would be like, yeah, but I don't know if it's, when that's probably, I don't know how
It's a
quickly
big part
that's
of it.
going to
It's
get
what it
done.
seemed like. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Like if that gets done quickly, it might speed the process. If it doesn't, I think it might slow the process a little bit while they just wait for that, just to be sure that they're all on the up and up. Like they're being very mindful, and as they should be. So, any other thoughts on that? Go ahead, Humpty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as far as like what the token will do, Base has been on a charge to build something that isn't just for crypto, right? Like the Base app, it's clear what the vision is. And look, I'd never really paid too much attention to Coinbase and its leadership before, but I certainly do pay attention to Jesse because I think he understands the culture very well. He's deeply involved in this. So what they've been doing and what they've been able to do so far without a token is quite impressive. What they can do with a token is they can really kind of put on the jet fuel on bringing builders and creators on the Base app. You now have a treasury that can be activated at any time around the world to onboard people meaningfully. Like we're talking about speculators, that's one thing, right? That's what's happening leading up to the token launch. What's going to happen after the token launches is you have a token that can, if you have good token design built into it, bring people on sustainably, through rewards, milestones, grants, you name it, in the Base token. So to me, this is really exciting because it really is going to accelerate what they've been able to do so far.
And by the way, yes to crypto in here. We need a fair drop. I don't know if that was a far. So that's the other thing that got started getting speculated on again was a Farcaster token as well. And I was like, okay, I'm telling you, he's not doing it anytime soon. And he won't probably do it. I don't see the Farcaster team putting a token out there, definitely not before Base. So don't get excited here, people. All right. Any other thoughts on the token? Any other closing thoughts on Basecamp in general that you wanted to jump on? Yeah, go ahead.
It might be discussed already out in your other worlds, but like, why doesn't Base app just like acquire Farcaster all the way in, like as the thing? Like, why?
I don't think they can afford it. I don't think they can. Honestly, I don't
Yeah,
think they
but
want
I
to
mean,
spend
yeah,
that money.
yeah,
Why
yeah, that's
acquire
true.
something that you can? That's an open protocol that you can just
This is true.
build on.
Yeah, that's true. I bet it just seems like this is all coming with love. It's just like I was trying to post videos all weekend. I couldn't do it in the base app, and
Yeah, same.
I was trying to, and then a minute I just do it in Farcaster. It was working. So, granted that's like space and place, but I don't know. Just
I have to say
they're all a
one
lot.
other
Yeah.
thing. One other thing they did really well was really take time to get as much feedback from everybody as possible.
Oh, I
Like
love that. Yeah.
there were
The
2
roast.
times where you could
Yeah.
roast.
Yeah, that
where you
was
could go in and just
incredible.
say, "Hey, this sucks."
Chicken
They
is
were like-
yeah. It was so
I didn't
amazing.
join the roast just in case that would affect my base airdrop.
No, they won it. Like
They want
it
your
was
feedback.
Chris,
I know.
0x Chris, like
I
his
missed-
roast was amazing. And
I
so
would-
was Crystal. What?
The shuttles. That if I were in that roast, I would have told them those shuttles again. I missed so much stuff up there. Because we were down at the bottom of the hill, which is
I think, yeah.
it's either I'm
Unfortunately.
stuck at the top of a mountain or I'm stuck at the bottom of the hill waiting for. Like, just let me at base camp. Like, let me be here. with
That's
all
more base camp feedback than base.
Yeah, this is more for just the app. It was more developer roasting, which was also funny in its own regard. But it was like there's a woman named Crystal. I forget what her name is on Farcaster. She did a really cool roast too. And Viv, the comedian, really awesome roast.
Awesome.
Her
There was
yeah,
there was also a
yeah.
product session on the first day, and there was a lot of great feedback shared and questions asked. So to your point, Eric, like, yeah, it's still a beta. It's still
And
tricky.
they'll get it. I know they
Yeah.
will. But then I'm like, these people are like way ahead. Maybe just freaking, I don't know.
It's still
You know,
maybe
Dan had posted something about it's actually easier to build a wallet into a social network than the other way around. And I think I think you can see that the truth
Yeah,
in
you
that.
can see it. You totally can. That's they've
I
nailed
mean,
that.
I
Yeah.
think part of it, right, is because in the first second anything goes wrong, I get to dunk on you and get popular because of it. It's
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer, right? And everyone's so ready to dunk on the Merkle team as if they don't use that app 8 hours a day. So like, oh. And also they have a top-notch team. I think Sloke is.
They do.
Absolutely cracked. I mean, the rest of the guys as well.
Sloke, I mean, they're all cracked devs, but Sloke is like a whole different level of.
Dude, he's a monster. He's answered every single one of my DMs in less than 10 minutes, whether it's on Telegram, Twitter, Farcaster. And I thought, maybe it's just me, right? It's like I'm popular or whatever. Nope. I've sent friends who have onboarded.
Like I thought this was reserved for just the top 3 on the leaderboard, but
he's got his moon copy
he talks
agent
to the
handling
peons as well. Yes, he does. Yeah, he's incredible. Like it really. So Sloke, if you're not aware, for those who are watching, is primarily responsible for wallet and swaps and everything that's happening with the wallet, and amazing, like really amazing progress that they've made, and just keeps getting better and better. I'm always shocked how quick the swaps are and everything like that. So yeah, it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see if they take some of that learning from Farcaster to use over the base app. I think that would be smart to see, like they've been through for that part of it anyway, for the social part, because I think there's a lot to be gained there for sure.
Yeah.
Any other like last thoughts, final thoughts about Basecamp in general and what you're excited about, like what what you left with in terms of like where you're at? And I'll just go around. I'll start with Kat. Like, what's your like sort of final thoughts and memories, or what you're taking away?
So I like that the second time around, you can already tell that they learned from some of the mistakes from first Basecamp.
Absolutely.
So it's a team that, and I think we might have touched on this around the fire. It's a team that when they see something doesn't work the first time, they work really quick to fix it. So I have a lot of faith in them as far as that goes, no matter what it is, whether it's a base camp event or token launch or whatever they end up doing, generally I see them always trying to fix things, always trying to be better. So I feel like this year, as far as the base camp portion of it was a little bit more smoother than that first one. So we got to actually enjoy it more, because that first one was kind of really short and compact. So even the workshops, right? Like if you missed it, you missed it. There wasn't like back to back. It was like, oh, you missed that one, and there might be another one later in the day that you can catch. But this one seemed like it was more jam packed with the workshops, like the witching hour and stuff, that like there was something for everyone, and you didn't, like Siege said, feel like you had to be at all of them.
Right. Yeah.
That was kind of cool, because I felt like we actually got to just enjoy base camp a little bit more. This year we didn't go to, like, the first year we sat down and we did the talk, and we saw Vitalik on the screen and Jesse talking to him, and that was all very cool for that first year. The second year, me and Sab kind of had our sea legs a little bit better around base camp. We had already talked with so many of you guys for the past year now, as opposed to being so green, because I came from Twitter over to Farcaster. So first year I had been building in the space maybe 4 or 5 months on Farcaster. I still didn't know anyone. It's a year later, and now I'm like, oh my God, I get to meet so many rad people.
Your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, so many more meaningful conversations. Even with the newer builders that I hadn't met, I actually know what's going on in the space now, with what's going on Farcaster and TBA, this end of, I guess, the on-chain builder type stuff versus Twitter, where it's a bunch of shit posting, meme coining, just degeneracy, right? So it was really cool to meet other builders and kind of go, oh, I know what you're building. Oh, I know how this would apply to what, me and Savage are building together, or, let's say what Humpty might be building. Like, hey, you got to meet this person. There was another guy that we met, Raghu, and he was just awesome there. And he was talking to everybody, and he was great at making connections with other builders. Like, hey, you build this, they build that. You guys need to come together. So that was really cool. I feel like we got a lot of more, I don't even want to call it networking, because we just made so many more solid relationships, whether it was work or personal or a marriage of the two. So this year, my takeaway was I feel a lot more, not necessarily accomplished, but fulfilled with the whole event.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Fulfilled is a great way to put that. Yeah. Yeah. And I definitely felt, I do love these smaller events where if you do have some like foundations built, you can just jump right in.
Yeah.
You don't have to do as much small talk, which makes me absolutely insane. So it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's also funny that you just referred to any of this as a smaller event, because yesterday
I know.
at the airport, they ran out of food. They had never like, we don't know what it is you guys were doing, but we've ran out of food. Undefined wanted to get a burger after me, and he said, Kat, you got the last burger. And we weren't even like we were there.
Burlington is not a big airport.
No,
Yeah, there was no breakfast there. I will say that I was on that 3 a.m. shuttle, and
Yeah.
at 6 o'clock, for like between 5, there was like no food there at 5 a.m. in the morning.
That's
to get-
hilarious.
they ran.
Yeah.
You're like,
Stop it. They ran out of food at 5 in the morning?
That's
What?
hilarious.
They ran out of food at 5 in the morning at the airport?
Well, I mean, it was just like there was no restaurants open. So sorry.
You had to
There-
go
there were-
upstairs, which we did. We all made the trek upstairs, and we couldn't even have. There were no seats in that airport. Like, it
That's
was
hilarious.
so there, and they ran out of burgers. And Fine was like, "You got the last burger, Kat." And I'm like, "We were here 4 hours early from our flight. Like, they should still have plenty of food."
That's hilarious. That's
Yeah.
so funny.
O'clock. They were out. So
Derek, you got any final thoughts, final things about Basecamp?
I'm just thankful for the humans. Like I really love the humans in general. Building a
Mhm.
place called Noun. It's a place, and the people are what make it great. And like all of you people and the people that are there are incredible. And I'm so proud of the ones that I've seen building already. And I'm really excited for the future and to see this really shine. Like this is a new internet that we're all a part of. And it's really hopeful and inspiring for the future. So I'm stoked about the humans that were there.
Amazing. Moon Poppy, how about you? Final thoughts.
Sure. It was such a good time. It was so nice. It was like really, really nice. everyone's rooms, all the just the view, the weather, everything was incredible. I find myself just incredibly lucky getting to say that on a constant basis. I'm just super grateful for that, and all the people I met, getting to hug all of you, most of you.
Yeah.
Derek, I don't know if I got to give you a hug. I think I did. I feel like I did.
I touched your fingers a couple times, but it wasn't
Okay,
like
all right, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, man. So that just grateful to have so many friends all around the world. That and also, Kat, you mentioned Raghu. Um, we did karaoke with him the first night, and he was like, "Hey, can I come with you guys to do karaoke?" And I was like, "Okay, you can come, but like, you better not wuss out. You're gonna have to sing a song." He looks me dead in my eye and he goes, "I'm in a blues band." I'm like,
Oh.
dude, he whipped out a Michael Bublé song, looked me in the eye like half the time. I was just like, and it was incredible. It was like it was yeah, amazing.
On
So
those
just
lines,
everyone surprising
I'm always
us, like,
shocked at like the talent, like the hidden talents. Not the ones that you see all the time, but like the hidden
yeah,
talent. Like the people who just bust out these incredible songs. TLDR, he's another one.
yeah,
When
right?
I was seeing like Greg and Sammy Huber and like that whole Bohemian Rhapsody thing, I'm like, what? Where did you people come from? Like,
I think
crazy.
it's such a high signal or green flag when someone has hobbies, right? Like
Yeah.
that tells me that like you love life.
Yeah.
And you're just curious about stuff, like you do things, which to me is just it's weird to say, but really not everybody
Yeah.
has hobbies, or a lot of
By
people
the way,
like give them up.
poker was another fun thing
Yeah.
that I don't
I heard
know
Debbie
if
took
any of
everyone's
you all
money.
did it, but that was a blast. Like everything, it was just, that was a lot of fun too. Also, and there was a whole other gaming room too. It was crazy. There was so many things to do. And pickleball. Like the fact that like there was a bracky spun up for it. Like you could be betting on the pickleball people. Like I always love that the team jumps in and does that kind of thing and just permissionlessly like makes these things happen. It's incredible. Humpty, give me your final thoughts. What was your
Yeah, by the way, the Bracky
takeaways?
team was very careful not to use the word bet, which I thought
It was not bet.
interesting.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It was you're going to purchase shares of
Yes.
a person and you can sell them at any time. And I apologize for misspeaking.
Oh, good. So I mean, everything that people have been saying so far resonates with me. One thing I will say, I was not around when the internet was first being conceived and developed in public, and like all of these contributors were coming together, and probably not at a resort, but definitely vibing and carrying forward their personal missions along a shared vision. I feel like I'm there right now. I've been in this space since 2016, and I have been a part of different communities and moments in time where I feel like I'm in the right place. I otherwise wouldn't still be here if I didn't believe that. But this weekend truly felt like something special. It didn't, like I said, it felt like a cultural moment. Whether it was, the leadership at base talking about, their mission and how they're going about it, the base app, and it just continuing to become better every moment, every day. The team being so receptive to feedback, criticism, roasting, whatever you want to call it, and then applying that knowledge and improving to providing us with a diverse experiences for us to just have a good time, and then still connect with people that we care about, strengthen relationships, make new ones. To me, this felt incredibly special. So I feel reinvigorated to continue building. But I'm gonna show a bias that I don't think I usually show. I'm reinvigorated to continue building on base. Like I am tripling down on base, and so that's my takeaway from the event.
Amazing. Rachel, take us out. Oh, but one moment. I'm supposed to shout out pickleball Final Four participant. Emily, were you one of them? I didn't realize. You said please shout that out. Okay. Pickleball was pretty cool. Rachel.
Oh my gosh.
Send us out.
I feel like everybody's covered it, but I would just say a couple of things. The team were just talk about hardworking.
Crushed it.
I don't think
Yeah.
there's not a single person on the base team that I feel doesn't go above and beyond to make sure that we were all comfortable and happy. And also the concierge team that they bring in, which is an outsourced team. Woo, top notch, incredible. The second thing I would say is I think they really nailed inclusivity this time in a couple of different ways. Students in the audience, fantastic. Yeah. Students from Stanford, students from MIT, love to see that. Also, a closed AMA with Jesse, like asking us not to tweet, like really valuing our input as a community. I thought that was really special. And then also, you know, Jesse making himself available to literally do like a meet and greet style with every single person, so everyone felt like they were a part of that experience. I thought that was wonderful. And then just to echo kind of the vibe, like the culture of the moment, like I feel, and I've had this experience, that there's like a benevolent sense of good, that we actually all want to help each other succeed. I saw somebody who I know got a large investment from Coinbase Ventures asking people how he could support them, like asking an artist like how he could buy their work. And I was like, this is it. This is culture. This is community. This is something special. And I will absolutely be tripling down, like Humpty said, on building on base.
Amazing. Thank you all for taking some time tonight. We weren't going to be back on GM Farcaster for another week. And I was just like, I don't think I can wait this long to do a little recap. So thank you for joining me. So I didn't have to talk to myself. Thank you all who are in the audience. Thanks for hanging with us. It was really an amazing event, and we appreciate the base team, especially Jesse. Thanks for committing to bringing builders together and getting their feedback and celebrating them, and also providing a space where somebody could get engaged. It's still crazy. I mean,
how do you one up that next year? Someone's going
to have to get married. I mean, elope. I don't know.
Shout out Maggie, founder of SheFi, with that baby. By the way, she will be in my Fire Fits recap because, like always, like dressed fire. But also, I think that was the youngest base camp attendee. That
youngest
was
base camper. Yeah. She and such a good baby, by the way. Was just very amazing. Yeah,
so
that was
great
cool.
Great baby.
Great
Apex's babies were there too.
Oh, that's right.
They were,
I saw
I don't
another
think they were
baby
around
there.
as much, so.
Yeah. Amazing. So just incredible. So thank you, base team. Thank you, everyone. And GM Farcast will be back next Wednesday. We'll see you then. So until then, everybody, I'm going to leave you with this lovely picture of CJ and Adam getting engaged. And with that, everyone, bye-bye.